for the serious gamer.
Hey, what's up, Next Gen Tactics? Mo here, and this is week 2 of Phase 2. And what that means is the contestants here are going to show you some pretty shitty gameplay on their part, and then try to explain what happened, and of course give you some tips to try and avoid these sort of mistakes that we make during these games. Anyways, all my fails were from search and destroy matches on Modern Warfare 2, and the way I set up this video is that I have different clips from different games where things just went wrong and I basically just screwed up. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the horrible play on my part. Alright, for fail moment number 1, we're playing on Rundown. This entire game wasn't a fail. I mean, my final score was 12-2, and I get an ace in the first round, but one of the deaths could have been avoided if I strategized better. But anyways, let's take a look at the gameplay. So we start on offense, and I just do my typical B rush. And anyways, I hear a guy around me, so I turn back, find someone, and shoot him down. And that's one of the advantages of having a headset. You can soundboard pretty good. Alright, so next I see a sniper trying to pick off my teammates, but I get to take him out. Now, I've killed 2 people during my rushes, so keep that in mind. The second round starts off, I decide to do the same rush, and this time, I find no one there. And my teammates have the bomb planted already, so I choose to stick back a little bit, see if anyone makes a move, and luckily for me, someone does. I got this guy who's the last person alive on their team, so I'm naturally going to pop up in the game-winning kill cam. That's 3 people I've killed now using that same rush, and the 2 people I killed in the first round probably suspect that I took the same route as I did last time, which in fact I did. So you'd think the smart thing to do is change my route, maybe go through the middle or try an A rush, or even just sit back at the spawn for a while. But no, I get too confident and cocky, which ends up in me underestimating these guys. I take the same route again, but this time someone was waiting for me with a Model 1887 shotgun. I see the guy right in front of me, try to shoot him a few times, get a hit mark, and he just pops one in my head. And I just fly across the room. So this is my advice, don't get too repetitive with your attacks, try and be unpredictable by changing up your routes and rushes, stuff like that. And more importantly, don't get too full of yourself and underestimate the enemy players like I did right here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that in slow motion. Alright, moving on to fail moment number 2, I'm playing on Karachi this time. We're on defense and the bomb's been planted. So I go straight to the bomb site, and while I was headed over, another teammate dies. And I'm the last one alive. I don't know about you guys, but I always hate that scenario. Anyways, right here I trip a claymore, so I decide to get into this office space to regenerate. And this guy's oblivious that I even passed right by him. So with no trouble I finish him off, and also that guy was the last person alive on their team. So that seems great, right? I sort of clutched it, and there's plenty of time to defuse. But no, it doesn't work that way for me. In this match I had no clue he was the last guy alive on the opposite team, and that's what I get for not checking the scoreboard after killing someone in an S&D match. I waste all the time looking for his other teammates, and I end up losing the round for us. So basically, here are my tips. If you kill someone, or if the bomb's been planted, or even if you're the last guy alive, don't forget to check the scoreboard. That was a simple but stupid mistake. I could have easily won the round if I wasn't careless and actually stopped to think for a second. Anyways, I felt really stupid afterwards when my teammates were laughing their butts off and making jokes about it. But alright, this game has 2 fail clips. We're on defense again. And I'm not doing any particular bomb rush, but more of a flank rush. So I climb up the stairs, look through the door, see if anyone's gonna come through, but no one does. So I hop onto the balcony next and travel along until I jump off to the next roof. And usually you're gonna find someone up ahead like I'm going to, and it's easy kill, so I decided to switch out to my magnums to help me unlock some attachments for it. And I'm now just looking around and switch my UMP for this nice fall camo intervention. And I hear a guy right below me right now, walking below me. So I take a look, jump down, and finish him off with the magnum. And that leaves one guy alive, so I figure I'd go check out the spawn for any players that might be away from the controller. Unluckily for me, I find someone there. And he doesn't just seem to be paying too much attention to the game, so I run behind him, aim for his head, take a shot, get a hit mark, and he just turns it around, tries to knife me, and I get startled. And I just empty my whole clip, none of which hits the guy, of course, and he ends up killing me. This was a pretty bad mistake. I should have just killed him as soon as I saw him, but I was too tempted to mess around with him. And if you guys are playing with friends and are actually trying to get wins, then try to not fool around as much, unless you want to get turned on as bad as I did right here. But anyways, those were some of the more funny clips that I had. I got one more game left to show you guys, and here's game number 3. So we're on offense for once, and sometimes I like to travel right down the middle and try to surprise these guys from behind. It usually works out too, but this time I see a guy at a distance, and he starts shooting at me, so I get the hell out of there right away, because I don't feel comfortable challenging that guy from that distance with the MP5K. So I waited out a little bit, see one of my teammates shooting, but he gets outgunned and gets killed in no time. Right here, I should have just climbed the ladder and get myself away from him, but instead I pop out my head and he has no problem in putting me down. He really had the advantage. He knew where I was, and I was basically just guessing where he wasn't so I can try and take him out from behind. But it didn't work out, and I get killed during the process. Alright guys, for the last game, I'm playing on Afghan with a couple of friends. We're on defense, and one of my buddies decides to join me on my rush to flank these guys. Keep in mind that he's a sniper, so he's able to see a lot more than I can. And he basically acts like a recon soldier or a spotter, whatever you guys want to call him. But anyways, as we make our way up there, you can notice his mic going off right here, and he tells me that he sees someone. But I do the stupid mistake of ignoring his call out. I go in thinking I can get the guy no biggie, but then he starts shooting. I get to cover right away and then pop up again, and bam, he nails me in no time. My mistake here is that I just ignored a really good call out from a buddy, and that could have saved me a death. I mean, if you're gonna play with friends, what's the point if you're just gonna be a lone wolf and ignore everyone else? Not only is it douchey, but it's also gonna get you killed a lot of times. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed these clips as much as you did my previous video. These were all legit clips, by the way. I recorded these a while ago before I entered the contest. So none of the fails were intentional or anything of that sort. Anyways, don't forget to comment, and more importantly, rate the video what you think it deserves. Alright guys, until next time, later and peace out.